Hello students, this is your second accountancy class. Hope you all have clearly understand the topic which was discussed in the first class. So in our last class, we have discussed about the meaning of transaction. Transaction means all economic activities having documentary evidence. Transaction ki hoy? Hokolo dhoroner human activities which have proper documentary evidence. And the accountancy is a subject which deals with the process of recording this transaction in various books of accounts. A transaction will record kora সম্পূৰ্ণ প্ৰসেছটো কোনে ডিল কৰে এই আমাৰ একাউন্টেন্সি সাবজেক্টটো So let's start with today's topic of discussion, which is the foundation of accountancy. The basic foundation of the subject accountancy is the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping hoise main foundation kihor accountancy subject to ekarne ami prothomte accountancy bookkeeping no ki hoy tar bishoye alochona kori. Here is the meaning of bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the art and science of identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing financial transactions having documentary evidence. It means bookkeeping is the art and science. What is art? Art is the creative skills to express your views. And science, what is science? Science is the use of rules and regulation, principles, etc. in your views. So that's why bookkeeping is called as art. Art to koi kyo bookkeeping or nizor kola ase nizok express korar art ase. Next, bookkeeping is also called as science because it also follow the rules and regulations, principles, guidelines. That's why bookkeeping is called as science. Bookkeeping is the art and science of identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing. Ki identify koribo lagibo ami bookkeeping we have to identify the financial transaction. Ki record koribo lagibo we have to record the financial transaction having documentary evidence. That means bookkeeping is a art and science of identifying financial transaction and recording as well as classifying them into various books which have proper documentary evidence. So here are the two definitions of bookkeeping. দুটা ডেফিনেশন দিয়া আছে ডেফিনেশন মানে এক্সপার্টস অপিনিয়ন এক্সামত আমাক কেতিয়াবা মিনিং সুধে তেতিয়া আমি নিজৰ ওয়াৰ্ডছত লিখিব পাৰিম আৰু কেতিয়াবা ডেফিনেশন সুধে ডেফিনেশন সুধাৰ লগে লগে আমি এক্সপাৰ্টৰ অপিনিয়ন লিখিব লাগিব So here are two definition. One is according to J.R. Butler, he was one of the financial experts. He said that bookkeeping is the art of recording business dealings in a set of books. And second was according to R.N. Carter, it is the science and art of recording correctly in the books of accounts all those business transactions that result in the transfer of money or money's worth. এই দুটা ডেফিনেশন তোমালোকে মুখস্থ কৰিব লাগিব এক্সামত যদি আহে ডেফিনেশন তেতিয়া হলে জেআৰ বাটলিব বা আৰএন কাৰ্টাৰ লিখিবা Here is the meaning of bookkeeping with the help of its process of work. আমি প্ৰথমতে বুককিপিংৰ প্ৰসেস কি দৰে ই কাম কৰে তাৰ বিষয়ে আলোচনা কৰো তেতিয়া আমি মিনিংটো ভালদৰে বুজি পাম The first step of the process of bookkeeping is to identification of financial transaction. The first activity of bookkeeping is to identify the financial transaction having documentary evidence. Bookkeeping or মুখ্য প্ৰধান কামটো হৈছে প্ৰথম কামটো হৈছে যিমান ফাইনান্সিয়েল ট্ৰানজেকশন তা মানে যিবোৰ ট্ৰানজেকশন আমি মানিত কনভাৰ্ট কৰিব পাৰো আৰু যাৰ প্ৰপাৰ ডকুমেন্টাৰী এভিডেন্স আছে হেবোৰ আইডেন্টিফাই কৰা The second step of the bookkeeping process is the recording of transaction in journal as well as subsidiary books. Second step hoise bookkeeping or jiman transaction ami identify koriso we should have to record them in a book. This book is known as journal or subsidiary book. Now come to the third step. The third step of the process of bookkeeping is to classify the transaction. Whatever the transaction we have write in the first book, that is known as journal, we should have to classify them into various books as per their nature. নিজৰ বৈশিষ্ট্য অনুসাৰে বেলেগ বেলেগ ট্ৰানজেকশ্যনবোৰ আমি কি কৰিব লাগিব, বেলেগ বেলেগ বুকত ক্লাসিফাই ভাগ কৰি দিব লাগিব। ধৰা যদি আমি এসেটস কিনিছোঁ, এসেটস এখন বুকত, আমি যদি কাব ৰেন্ট দিছোঁ ইলেক্ট্ৰিচিটি বিল এখন বুকত, আমি যদি কিবা সেল কৰিছোঁ সেইবোৰো এখন বেলেগ বুকত ৰেকৰ্ড কৰিব লাগিব। তেনেকৈ তাৰ বৈশিষ্ট্য অনুসাৰে প্ৰতিটো ট্ৰানজেকশ্যন বেলেগ বেলেগ বুকত আমি ৰেকৰ্ড কৰিব লাগিব। And this process of recording the transaction according to their nature into the various book is called as ledger posting. Or a record and the next step is summarizing or balancing the transaction recorded in various ledgers. In these steps, after each periodic intervals, all the accounts which are recorded in the third step should be balanced. That means eto stepot ami ki korim, প্ৰতিটো ledger account total korim aru tar balance uliam, teneke assets or total korim, expenses or total uliam, liabilities or total uliam, eneke sob ledger account re ami total uliam. So here is the last step of the process of bookkeeping, that is check the arithmetical accuracy. In this step we have to check the arithmetical accuracy, mathematical accuracy of each and every ledger posting. এই স্টেপটোত আমি কি কৰিম, প্ৰতিটো পোষ্টিং, প্ৰতিটো ট্ৰানজেকশ্যন যিবোৰ আমি ৰেকৰ্ড কৰিছোঁ সেই ট্ৰানজেকশ্যনবোৰৰ মেথামেটিকেলি প্লাছ মাইনাছত কিবা ভুল হৈছেনে সেইটো চেক কৰিম। এণ্ড ফৰ দিছ পাৰ্পজেছ উই হেভ টু প্ৰিপেয়াৰ ওৱান ষ্টেটমেণ্ট হুইচ ইজ ন'ন এজ ট্ৰায়েল বেলেঞ্চ। So now what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is a process of identification of transaction. Transaction means economic activities, and this transaction should be recorded in journal, which is the first step. In this transaction which are recorded in the journal should be classified into various ledger book, which is the third step of bookkeeping process. And after each periodical interval, this ledger account should have to be balanced. And at the end, this ledger account should be checked by preparing a trial balance. What we have to check? We have to check the arithmetical accuracy of each and every posting. So this is the whole process of bookkeeping, or these are the activities which are done in the process of bookkeeping. So in the process of bookkeeping, we have to prepare 3 books. Number 1, journal. Number 2, book of ledger. And number 3 is the trial balance. আমি গোটেই বুককিপিঙৰ প্ৰচেছটো 3খন বুক মেইনটেইন কৰিব লাগিব। 1 নম্বৰতে জাৰ্নেল মেইনটেইন কৰিম, তাত প্ৰতিটো ট্ৰানজেকশ্যন ৰেকৰ্ড কৰিম। নেক্সট বুকছ অফ লেজাৰ মেইনটেইন কৰিম, য'ত আমি প্ৰতিটো ট্ৰানজেকশ্যন এজ পাৰ দেয়াৰ নেচাৰ ক্লাছিফাই কৰি দিম। আৰু থাৰ্ড ট্ৰায়েল বেলেঞ্চ মেইনটেইন কৰিম, য'ত আমি এৰিথমেটিকেল একুৰেচিটো চেক কৰিম। So here is the time to sum up the session. আজি আমি কি পঢ়িলোঁ? মিনিং অফ বুককিপিং, definition of bookkeeping, the whole process of bookkeeping, and the books maintained in the process of bookkeeping. So based on today's discussion, you can able to answer the following question. What is bookkeeping? Number 2, define bookkeeping. Number 3, explain the process of bookkeeping. And number 4, mention the name of books maintained under the process of bookkeeping. এই কুৱেশ্যনখিনি আৰু ইয়াত প্ৰভাইড কৰা নোটছখিনি তোমালোকে কপিত ছেশ্যনটো শেষ হোৱাৰ লগে লগে লিখি যাবা, নহ'লে এবাৰ এইবোৰ সব পেণ্ডিং হৈ যাব তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে। So here is your class work. explain the process of bookkeeping along with a diagram. তোমালোকে 11:15 আগতে মোৰ পাৰ্সোনাল নম্বৰত এই হোমৱৰ্কটো সাবমিট কৰিবা So thank you so much, and if you have any doubt regarding today's session, you are free to call me. কাবাৰ কিবা যদি ডাউট থাকি গৈছে এই সেশনটোৰ মোক সেশন খতম হোৱাৰ পাছতে মোক ফোন কৰিব পাৰা মই ডাউট ক্লিয়াৰ কৰি দিম ৰাখি নথবা ডাউটবোৰ এইবোৰ পেন্ডিং ৱৰ্ক হৈ ওভাৰলোড হৈ যাব তোমালোকৰ